Hey guys, it's Lamori. First of all, I just want to apologize that my last video was pretty long, so I'll try to keep this one short and sweet. So today we'll be doing perspective in the most basic way. We're going to start out with simple cubes, and as I went along, I realized this wouldn't be as easy as I thought it would be. So I watched material about this a couple of weeks ago, and I wanted to get right into it because I thought I would remember everything that I learned. Going into the easier one-point perspective, I was sorely mistaken. First of all, I placed my horizon line and vanishing point in the right spots. Then, as I went along drawing my first box, I realized maybe I wasn't doing it quite right. There was something a little off about it. My first box was fine, it was pretty easy to draw one box, but when I started the second box, I was having a little issue seeing how they worked together in the same perspective in the same space. And the most important thing I could have done here was to stop and go back to the material. If I didn't know what I was doing wrong, then how can I improve? And I'm really glad I did because I forgot that just like using a ruler or a straight edge in a traditional drawing, I could use the line tool in Photoshop. So something I did differently from the video was draw the front face of the box before the convergent lines. And I don't think that it really matters which one you draw first to start. I just want to be very consistent until I get more comfortable with the whole process. So the next time I tried, I did the convergent lines first to start my box. Following the exact order helps so much. This time I used the line tool as well. That made it a lot easier to tell how all the lines matched up together. When I was drawing the lines by hand, it was getting a little muddy and hard to tell which lines of my box went to which convergent lines. So when doing tighter spaces, cleaner lines helped with accuracy a lot. Toward the end of my one-point perspective exercise, I had two boxes I wanted to place a little closer to the vanishing point to see what would happen, and I got very confused and tried to rework them several times. So I did something different on top and did them directly over, which was a lot easier. So that was just something to try again tomorrow. I'm trying to move on or go back to refresh my memory when I get stuck. I thought this was a good amount of time and I spent about 30 minutes working on the one-point perspective drawing. Next, like I said earlier, I went right into this one as well, trying to recall everything from memory, and that didn't go over too well either. As soon as I placed my vanishing points, I drew my first 4 convergent lines, and then I knew I had already messed up. The angle at the bottom corner of the box was way too small, so I immediately went back to my material instead of suffering like I did with the one-point perspective. And this time I made my vanishing points a lot more spaced out to give my first box a larger angle. I wanted to try to draw one in space in a little bit of a different position, but I just got really confused. So I think it's really good to try new things and to experiment, but since it didn't work out for me, I decided to move on and keep working with what I had. That'd be something to figure out or try again on another day. So I decided just to start over clean to finish my 2-point perspective drawing. So I watched my video again closely and started to add more boxes, kind of a street corner with buildings. Even right now as I'm writing my script, I'm getting more ideas of things that I could add in the future to make this a full-fledged drawing. I added a few doors and windows and even a couple of awnings. So what did I learn today? I would have to say that to start, follow the order of lines to draw is probably the most important. I think it will become a lot easier with practice, and I'm sure there's other ways to get the same result. But I think I will keep things very, very simple for a while. I think getting the muscle memory down of drawing cubes in the correct perspective and getting good at it is the very first step. Anyway, I mostly enjoyed this exercise, and I know it will get easier the more I do it. I've been practicing my other 2 exercises this week as well, so I'll show the results of those later. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe, and check the links in the description for my friend Foolishish's music I use in my videos and my fiance's channel too if you guys like chess. See you next time!